Recently, we've started seeing more news around people leaving the UK due to unfavorable immigration changes. Either their sponsorship license got revoked, or their visas are about to expire and they couldn't get sponsorship, or they couldn't get jobs or sponsors that could keep them in the UK and all of that. But guys, there's been some positive news around recruitment, around sponsorship and everything, especially in Scotland. So you would want to watch this video to the end, especially if you are a displaced care worker. Maybe your sponsor lost their license, or your visa is about to expire, or you've been unable to secure yourself a sponsorship job in the UK. Stay with me. Let's go straight into the details. I'll be sharing with you everything you need to know in today's video. My name is Tochi. You're welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people because it's very important. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You're welcome back to today's video. If you're yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button right now. Thank you. A lot of things have changed with time, okay? I'm sure some of us have watched how things have changed over time and up until this time. How the government said tightening up immigration rules, making different changes, and just switching up things a little. And this affected so many care workers, especially because some of those companies began to lose their sponsorship license. The Home Office began to withdraw license from people that already had, some people could not renew their sponsorship license anymore. This affected so many care companies, which by extension affected care workers as well. But now, thankfully, things have gotten easier for people in situations like this because, there's now remedy for displaced workers. There are now agencies and companies that are helping people in these positions to get sponsorship so you don't have to leave the UK. We've also heard news or heard stories of people who had to leave the UK because they were affected. So it was that bad. But with this thing now, a lot of people do not have to leave the UK anymore because there's kind of hope for them, So I'm going to be sharing with you, showing you everything you need to know in this video, how to apply, where to look, agencies, companies that are helping and offering sponsorship, and what you can basically do, the strategy you can use to get jobs with sponsorship in the UK. So firstly, the NHS have updated their pay and conditions, making it easier for so many NHS trusts to resume sponsorship of Band 3 for clinical roles, because it was a bit difficult considering all the rules, the salary threshold and everything. So this has now changed from April of this year, that a lot of NHS trusts has now resumed sponsorship for Band 3 clinical roles. So that is actually a good thing. So here it is: NHS terms and conditions, annual, hourly and HCS pay scales, also known as pay bands or pay rates or pay scales, for 2026-2027, effective from 1st of April. So these hourly and annual pay scales or pay rates have now been updated, that you can now see. For hourly pay scales is right here. You could see it for Band 2, for Band 3, and then for Band 4, everything is right here, right? So for Band 2, for Band 3, entry step point 25,760, and then top step point 27,000, right? HCA's rates: Band 2 entry, annual value 31,000 and hourly value £15, right? It is here. If you go on the NHS employers, you see it. So you see that it's been updated, and Band 3 roles are now eligible for sponsorship in the UK. So many NHS trusts have resumed sponsorship because it was paused for a while, following the most recent changes that was made. A lot of these roles were no longer eligible, but right now they've now resumed sponsorship. So it's something that you can look into as well, And guys, that with the right strategy, planning and application, you can get those jobs, right? It's just to know how to apply and the best way to go about your application. And talking about how to apply or knowing the right strategy and what to do, I want to introduce you all to Grammatorial Education, okay? They're going to help you with your application. They've been doing this. In fact, some of my followers and subscribers have benefited from their help. So they can actually help you you and take you through the process. They work with some of these NHS employers and recruiters and everything. So you know what these employers are looking out for, and they can help you make your application or tailor your application to suit whichever role you're applying for. Okay, so you can reach out to them today. They will take you through some of the courses that can help you, give you the required qualification and skills that you need, and help with your application as well. I'm going to leave the details of how you can reach and contact them in the description box. Moving on, just to also show you that it's been updated and some of these roles are not eligible for sponsorship. You even see when you look at the salary requirements for health and care worker visa, you see that usually you need to be paid at least 31,000 per year or lower going rate for your job, whichever is higher, right? Now, you might still be able to apply for health and care worker visa if your job is eligible, but your salary is less than 31,000. You can be paid between 70% and 90% of the lower going rate for your job if your salary is at least £25,000 per year and you meet the following criteria. So can you see it now? So now you can begin to apply for jobs with the NHS. There are different NHS trusts that are currently recruiting with sponsorship, and so many in Scotland as well. I'm going to be showing you some of them here so that you can easily apply. Right now, NHS Scotland, there are so many jobs available right now. So here, there are over 6 of them at the moment. And senior healthcare support worker, senior healthcare support worker, senior healthcare support worker. And it's new, and for some of them, they are closing soon. So you need to basically apply for these jobs and see for yourself. So for this particular one, let's look at it. Okay, it's Ward 7A, and they're excited to have you on board. They're excited to recruit you. In fact, NHS Scotland is recruiting for different roles at the moment, and most of these roles qualify for visa sponsorship if you are in the UK, so it's something that you can look into. And you can see they also mention effective from 1st of April, the agenda for change full-time working week. It has also been reduced, and the salary is now eligible for sponsorship and everything. So applications are welcome. Just feel free to send your CV to this, and everything is here. Just go on NHS Scotland and search for these jobs and get all the information for you that you need so that you can apply. There are so many jobs at the moment, and remember, some of these jobs are closing soon as well, so you will need to check them out for yourself and see how best you can apply. And if you need help with getting the right qualifications and skills, then feel free to reach out to Grammatorial. I'll leave the details in the description box. Okay, so these are some of the skills that Grammatorial can help with. They always come in handy. You see the RQF level 3 diploma, RQF level 5, phlebotomy and cannulation course, and all of that. Reach out to them and they will give you more details. Okay, so for those that are displaced as well, I promise to show you some of the agencies and some of the companies that can help you get jobs right now to get work in the UK. And this is from the Home Office. So if you're an international care worker affected by a sponsor license revocation, there are regional support available for you. So if your sponsor has had their license revoked, support is available in your local region to help you find employment in the care sector. Okay, so the support can include advice and guidance, help with understanding your visa status, employment support, help with accessing financial support, mental health and well-being support, and all of that. So there are different councils, different agencies that are currently giving sponsorship to people whose sponsors lost their license. So if you have been on sponsorship and somehow your sponsors lost their license and now you are stranded, these are the kind of people that they help. Okay, so many of these councils are currently helping. So you can see the list here. Send an email to the email that you can see on the screen and just help. Whether you're in North of England, you are in Northwest, you are in London, anywhere you are, Lancashire and Cumbria, Great Manchester, East of England, East Midlands, Cheshire and Merseyside, anywhere you are, you can basically just check for the support number or support email here and send an email. Okay, there are so many of them like that here. So there's also support for displaced care workers in the southeast from SESCA, so they are here to help you. If you are a displaced care worker and you need sponsorship, feel free to reach out and they can help as well. Feel free to reach out and they can help as well. You can read up more details on their website, as this scheme will be there until March of 2027. So they are currently there to help. You can reach out as well. Okay, there are so many of them. There's also BCP Council, support for displaced international recruits. So you are considered a displaced international recruit if you have received a letter from UK Visas and Immigration stating that your sponsor or employer has had their license revoked. So you may need to find another sponsor. And we know what happens if you're not able to find another sponsor. So this is what you can do. They are also here to help as well. So what happens next, the available support that they provide, the number that you can call and everything. And Gramatoria has also worked with some of these agencies to help people get sponsors. So you would want to reach out to them if you need any further assistance. You can obviously do them by yourself, make these applications, reach out by yourself. But if you need help, like I mentioned, Gramatoria is there to help. You can actually reach out or make use of these available resources and agencies and companies that are helping displaced workers or that are actually offering sponsorship to stay in the UK. This is also Lancashire County Council, and they're providing support for displaced international workers. Okay, their available support is there, and you can call this number at any time. There's also guidance on how you can go about it. They'll help you to understand your rights. They will help you with your application. They will help to give you sponsorship or find you a suitable sponsor and everything. There are so many of them. I don't even know if I'm going to cover all that I have in this video, but we'll try and take as much as we can just so that you see that they are all available. You just need to do your own research. You just need to reach out. Okay, so support for displaced international care workers in Southeast London, and this is from Good Work Southeast London. Okay, so the health and care hubs leads the international recruitment project in Southeast London, and they are also here to support displaced international care workers. So if you're stranded, if you already know, you can reach out to them as well. Okay, they will help free support, employment and job search support, CV application, pastoral support, mental health and well-being resources, extra support if you need, and everything, right? So there are so many of them. This is from the Scottish government adult social care displaced worker scheme. Scotland is also helping as well, so feel free to apply to Scotland, because I feel like a lot of people are more focused on England and you forget that there's gold in Scotland. I personally know people that moved from England to Scotland and were able to secure themselves job with sponsorship. So this scheme is designed to assist in removing the barriers faced by Scottish adult social care employers in employing displaced international workers. Okay, there's also displaced workers, loss of sponsors. So no matter the time or place, losing your job is never easy, obviously. So the revocation of a sponsor's license can be a worrying and distressing time for workers, which can bring feelings of uncertainty, helplessness, and desperation. The Centre for Workforce Supply Social Care team have developed guidance for individuals in Scotland who are facing these circumstances, and they're dedicated to help you find yourself another sponsor. So my job scholar is also recruiting new Scots and international workers into social care. They're also going to help you and assist you if you're trying to get a job in social care in Scotland. So there's also displaced international workers in Essex, Southend, Rock, Hertfordshire, and Suffolk support. So if you live in any of these areas, you can as well check them out, right? There are so many of them like that across different parts of England, different parts of the UK, different parts of Scotland. You can check them out. So this is SESCA, Displaced Worker Sponsorship Application Form. So once you click on this, the form comes out and you just fill it out, right? So all the help you need is available. You just need to know where to look. You just need to have the right strategy, know how to apply. It's okay to get help, to seek help. Everybody needs help once in a while, and that's okay. So guys, let me know if this was helpful. I know it was. So feel free to share to everybody that needs to hear this, anybody that it will help, and let them just take a look. I wish everybody all the best. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.